Hey Browns fans, Nathan Zegura here with another Medical Mutual Browns position preview. We're taking a look at the safeties in Joe Woods' defense. And this is a room that got a complete makeover. All three guys who started for you a year ago are no longer with the team. Now you have three new guys that come in along with Sheldrick Redwine. But let's start with these new additions. We'll start with Grant Delpit, the Browns' second-round pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, a part of that LSU National Championship team, where he played with third-round pick Jacob Phillips, and the year before played with, of course, our own Greedy Williams. Delpit was tabbed to wear the famed number 7 at LSU. That means they think you're a star, the stud of the team, and why wouldn't they? Delpit was one of the most dominant players in all of college football in 2018, and in 2019, he won the Jim Thorpe Award as the best defensive back in the nation. So Grant Delpit, a lot of pedigree. A lot of people think first-round talent. The Browns got him in the second. I'll say it. I think it was one of the steals of the draft. And many people have come on Cleveland Browns Daily and said the exact same thing. This is a guy who can play both safety positions. He can cover the slot. He can rush the passer. He had 7 sacks in his career at LSU, 8 interceptions. He can take it away from you. There's really very little Grant Delpit can't do. Some tackling questions. Probably dropped him in the second round, and I think the Browns are going to be very happy about that. Let's not forget, in the national championship game, Delpit 10 tackles, 0 missed tackles for the LSU Tigers. Joining him, a couple other new additions, some veterans. First, Carl Joseph, the former first-round pick of the Raiders back in 2016. He was Pro Football Focus's top-graded player on the Raiders defense in 2018 and was playing arguably his best football last year before an injury limited him to 9 games. Again, a guy with free safety and strong safety experience, and somebody that I think will have a big role for this Browns defense. Joining Joseph and Delpit in that safety room is another veteran, Andrew Sendejo. 10-year veteran in the league, 32 years old. That makes him one of the most experienced players on this entire Browns roster. He spent the bulk of his career in Minnesota, where he had 61 career starts, appearing in 110 games. And when you think about Minnesota, what do you think about? Kevin Stefanski was there. A lot of our staff was there, so they're very familiar with what this veteran brings. And Sendejo played with the Eagles last year at the beginning of the season. Drew Barry was with the Eagles and then finished the year at Minnesota, starting for them in their playoff run. In fact, playing a big role in both of their playoff games. Sendejo, a guy who's played free safety, he's played strong safety, and showed in the playoffs last year he can even drop down and cover the slot. So Joe Woods has 3 guys there in Delpit and in Joseph and in Sendejo who have a lot of versatility in how they can be utilized in this defense. And we've heard Joe Woods talk about using some of that big safety nickel, the 3 safety nickel defense. So Sendejo, Joseph, Delpit, and even Sheldrick Redwine have a part in that. Your projected starters, I think it's going to end up being Delpit and Joseph. They are just supreme talents. We'll see, though. Sendejo, the veteran, is going to be tough to keep him off the field. Your top backup going into the season is Sheldrick Redwine, as I mentioned, last year's 4th-round pick out of the U. Started the final 5 games for the Browns, and I thought played very well. He got some valuable experience, and in talking to him, he's hungry for more. A guy who's more of a natural center fielder, more of a natural free safety, a single high guy, but showed the versatility to come down and be physical in run support a year ago. Some young guys and names you need to know who will be competing in training camp. JT Hassel, who appeared in 4 games last year as a rookie, making most of his impact on special teams. And the Browns brought in 2 undrafted free agents this year at safety, Elijah Benton and Javonte Moffitt. Now, what to watch for in camp? I think it's simple. How quickly in this bizarre offseason can Grant Delpit emerge and assert himself as an every down player? He has a chance to be the biggest playmaker on this defense on the back end, and I know the Browns want to get him out there. How quickly can he and the newcomers, Joseph and Sendejo, acclimate in this offseason? Now for the stat that you need to know. Speaking of Delpit and his dominant season in 2018 at LSU, Delpit racked up 5 interceptions, 5 sacks, 9.5 tackles for loss, and he forced a fumble. Why is this significant? Because he is the only player in all of the FBS since the year 2000 to do that, to have 5 sacks, 5 interceptions, and force a fumble in one collegiate season. Grant Delpit did that in 2018. This has been another Medical Mutual Browns position preview, looking at the safeties. And don't forget, for the latest on your Browns, keep it tuned to cleanbrowns.com and the Browns mobile app.